Dude, you could. Hello guys, it's 07 Corbin, and today I think we'll have a pretty fun video because it's going to be my first real video of doing mechanic stuff. In my YouTube bio, I said that I like doing, mechanics. And today we're going to be doing some mechanics by doing an air filter clean and an oil change on my Brute Force 300. As you can see here, we have our air filter oil because you have to oil your filters. And you have our, typical 10W40 oil that they recommend we run in the Brute Force 300. We were also working on a power steering pump. So they got oil all over my floor. So we're going to have to do it like right here. Anyways, let's go get our Brute Force 300. My Brute Force 300. You didn't pay for it. Neither did I. It's daddy's money. Oh well. Alright, here she is, a little dirty. I just washed it the other day, but I got it dirty again, so it is what it is, but we're going to have to deal with it working on a dirty machine. God, I hate speaking. She's going to be a little cold, so we got to sit here and, I guess warm it up enough to drive it, like 10 feet across the... Now, it's going to idle like this until it doesn't idle like this. See, just put it on Joe. Alright, so we got the Brute Force in the garage. The first thing that we're gonna do is cleaning the air filter. So let's go ahead and get that going. So basically you just pop all these covers off. And then you lift this up and there's your air filter. Pretty dirty, which is why we're cleaning it. It's right there. We got a small little nut, nothing too fancy, and a hose clamp. So let's take that off. All right, I'm just gonna quickly, loosen this clamp because the clamp actually doesn't need this part right here doesn't even actually hold this onto the four-wheeler. It's only the hose clamp that holds it on. Yep, just like that, we got her out. And there is an air filterless Brute Force 300. But don't worry, just the air filter is not part of cleaning the air filter. So, let's get it. Also, quick tip, don't leave wrenches in your airbox. Yeah. Alright, so, next part of cleaning your airbox is you gotta take apart this. And this actually has a Phillips head on it. So, let's go ahead and, grab a Phillips head. Because I don't feel like using a wrench. Alright, so when you do take apart, you're going to have this holding your air filter, and you're going to have this as the end cap, and these parts. You do not want to lose these. You'll have a very bad day if you do. So, this washer goes first. Stick it in your cap, and put your washer right here, and set it upright like this where you're going to have it. Same with this. Alright. Now, you're going to want to separate this top little foam layer with the big foam layer. There's also a metal mesh in there, but I don't know if I'm going to be taking that out. I might have to. I'll know when I get there. Be careful not to rip the top foam, because they don't have to buy a new one. It doesn't work if you rip it. Alright, so now we got our pieces separated. Just look at how dirty this made my workbench. It was definitely time for a cleaning. Alright, so these are going to be the two pieces that you want to clean right here. Probably do a little bit of a wipe down on that, but that's not really too important. Well, yeah. And then we're going to want a bucket of warm water. We're going to want to wash these out. So let me go get my bucket of warm water real quick. So I have my bucket of water here, and it's warm because I felt it. What I'm going to do now is take both filters and just put them in here, soak them, and make sure to get all the grime out of them. Alright, so this is the product after cleaning these off. As you can see, they're nice and black, how they should be. And now I'm gonna go dump this water, and we're gonna go to the second part of cleaning your air filter, which is cleaning the air box. All right, so once you get here, you want to plug up all your holes. So take our shot, dip the toes in a little bit. Oh, yep, just like that. Give her a squeeze so she's damp and not wet. And then we're just gonna wipe and wipe and wipe, because she's dusty in here. Alright guys, so a thing you should note when doing oil change, don't jack up your shit. Because, you know, you want a nice even flow out of there, and when you jack it up, it's going to be tilted up like this. All the engine's going to be in the little bottom part of that engine. It's not going to, you know, come out the drain bolt. So you want to be down level and all that. Anyways, let's get under the quad. Alright, it's pretty tight under here, so bear with me, but you got your, I believe this is the drain bolt right here. It's pretty dark under here. Hold on. Drain bolt's in one of these holes. And then we have a second drain bolt that takes out a kind of filter-like mesh that we can clean as well. So I'm going to do both of those. Let me find a way to make this thing tall. Alright, so I solved our problem. You don't have to do this, but it helps me because I'm fat and big. So, yeah. Also, we got some assistant hands here. Not that I need it, but he wanted to come hang out. So I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. Alright, so we get under the, ow, my knee. Alright, so our drain bolt is right here. We want to make sure that our oil gets in there. Just like that. Okay. And here she comes. Oop, I kind of want that. Okay, so there's our oil coming out. This is also a magnetic drain bolt. So yeah. Once our oil is done draining, we are going to take out this drain bolt right here. That is the one with all the, you know, that little strainer. So yeah. All right, so we're gonna clean off our bolt here. And this is actually a magnetic drain bolt, so we gotta see if my motor is any bad. See if there's any metal shards on her. This is really oily. It's a really oily drain bolt. Like, who would have knew? The oil drain bolt has oil on it. Yeah. So, we're going to clean this off here. It's very sludgy. I don't know if that's good or bad, but we'll send it. Oh, yeah. See, this is magnetic, and all that's, like, chunky stuff. I mean, there's probably a lot of metal in my motor. But you want to clean this off so you don't get any more metal in your motor, because metal in your motor will break it. Washer here, you want to make sure that this is on your drain bolt, or else it will break it up. So, let's go spectate our oil change. Alright, so next bolt we're going to take out is our bolt right here with the little strainer. So we're going to do that. What if I torque this thing down? Oh, I just got a dust shower. Yeah, it came loose. So take this going. No more, well, it'll be, okay, a little bit of oil should still come out of this because, you know, it's a big old catcher for any grime in our oil. Yep, so I was going to take that spring out. Yep, so we're going to set that right there for now so I don't lose track of it. And then I'm going to grab this strainer out of here. Yep. Alright, those are the parts we need. I'm going to let this drip for a second. Should be good. So, now that we got all our stuff here, this is the strainer that holds it, and you have our spring, which I do need to go empty out. So you have this two parts of this spring. When you clean it, you got this smaller part that goes in the cap, and you got the strainer that goes in the top. But when you put it back in, you want to go strainer, put the cap in the spring, or the spring in there first, then cap. So let's clean this off. So I take a sock or whatever, just get a good old wipe down, clean out the outside of the cap as well. Should be pretty good. Right here. This is the part where I'm gonna put it in 2x. Right here, this is our seal. You don't want to put this too tight because that seal still has to seal, and if you put it too tight, it's not going to do its job. So, just a note, not to mess that seal up, or else you have to buy a new one. You know, our little filter, because we don't really have a fuel filter on this. This quad doesn't have a fuel filter. This is like the closest thing to a filter you have for it. So yeah, make sure you clean that out good. That catches all the grime, stops it from going into your motor. But not everything has this, so this is just a Brute Force 300 specific thing for right now. Now that we have these pretty much all clean except for this inner ring, I'm going to go toss this back together and put the drain bolt back in. Then we can pump our KPO Kawasaki Performance Oil 10W40 semi-synthetic optimum performance, reduced volatility, ATV/UTV, gasoline plus diesel use, 4-stroke engine oil, Kawasaki, 1 US gallon, 3.785 liters, 72750B. Alright, so I'm going to shove our little thing in there. Just spring and cap, push it in, and then twist it to where it has the thread on there. It's going to be a little difficult because oily, slippery, you know. Come on. Okay, we should be. Let me use the socket for more grip. Alright, I'm using the socket for more grip because it kept slipping on me. Boop. And we're going to tighten her. Still unloosened. There we go. I'm going to tighten it not too tight so that seal can do its job. That should be alright. Now we're going to take the drain bolt, which we cleaned. Let's do it. Oh, like I said, magnetic. Okay. Alright, let it screw in here. You want that nice and tight too, so it does its job and, you know, the crush washer. But you don't want it too tight because then you'll wreck the crush washer. So, lightly crush the crush washer. There you go. Alright, now we can get to the fun part, pouring our oil. Alright, so this is what our oil looks like. It's all chunky because when the wrench slipped and smacked the four-wheeler, I got a dust shower. I think I wiped my mouth with oil on it. Oil does not taste good, guys. I'm gonna go take care of this. Wait, I said to record! How do I look? Oil does not taste good. Also, sorry, I got some on your boot. Like I said, we got our, you know, premium quality oil. It looks a little soupy, but you got all the dust in there that flew off the underside of the frame. Yeah, I'm gonna go dump this out, and we're gonna go, you know, dump some oil in. Alright, so when you're filling your oil, you have this sight glass here. Mine's a little dirty, but as you can see, there is no oil in here. You have a couple of marks there. You have your high right there, and that dash on the other side. It's dirty. And then you have a low and a dash on the other side. You see those? We're going to fill this up with our fill cap right here and spectate that and make sure that, you know, it doesn't go. Because if you go too low or too high, you're not going to have a fun day. Okay, so we have a brand new bottle of Kawasaki Performance, whatever the hell. Basically, I have that really small funnel. It's going to make things really enjoyable.
You could just use a funnel.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. So, let's go ahead and pour this shit. This is going to take a while. Alright, so after a hell of a mess I made, the bottle was, you know, the bottle was weird. But we got it filled up. As you can look down here at our sight glass. The sight glass is now full of oil. You want it to be kind of at that high mark. Do not put it over. Anyways, now that we have our oil done, we can go ahead and get to our air filter. Let me clean up. Alright, so it's a little damp, but we're going to put this in anyways, assemble it, and then the next part will be spraying this, but we're going to put the metal thing in here because that keeps it from collapsing in on itself and going inside the motor. Oh, we just gotta assemble this. Come closer so we can get close up. You want it in like this. Next part, you're gonna want to put this inside. This part attaches to your motor. And then you want to put the end piece on, kind of like that. But next, we're gonna spray this filter. All right, so now here's the part where we spray down our K&N filter oil. You just want to do a light, even coat. I wouldn't get this stuff on your actual hands. Use a pair of disposable gloves or like a rag or something that it won't soak through. And then you're probably going to want to do it inside and out too.
It's supposed to look like that?
Yep, just like that. And you want to kind of spray it on the inside a little bit too. And just like that, you've sprayed your filter oil. Put the rest of this on the foam. The big foam, I mean. You don't want to prevent that from rolling too. It's a little bit of a pain. But if you do it right, it's fine. You want this washer right here. Go ahead and put it in. Okay, just like so. And then we go ahead and do a little hand tightening right there. And then you have your assembled air filter. You want this to be nice and clean. Now we're going to take this and put it in our filter. You want that nice and snug. Yep. We're gonna take our hose clamp. I think we need the flathead for this actually. All right. Once we have our hose clamp here, we're just gonna tighten it up. You want that all nice, tight, and snug so that our air filter does not come out while riding. That will be a very bad day, especially if you are water riding or on a dusty trail. You do not want dust in your carburetor and motor because it'll gunk it up. That ain't going nowhere. I'm going to vacuum up a little bit of this water right here, and it should be all set. Alright, now we can just continue by putting the rest of our, oops, wrong way, air filter cover on, air box cover, whatever. You want to make it nice, even, so it seals, and then you snap all these on, and it should snap in just like that. And just like that, you've changed the oil and they clean the air filter on your Brute Force 300. Make sure to like and subscribe. I don't know if I'm gonna do a riding bit in this video or not. Probably not. But make sure to like and subscribe, do your maintenance, and I'll see you folks later.